Alright, today we are going to be ranking all the RobTop coins in the main levels and putting them in a tier list. What we're going to do is just play through all the levels and I'm going to sort of rate the coins on various factors and we'll see where they all rank by the end of it. Factors like, are they harder to get than the normal route? Is it clear where they are? Because I think coins shouldn't be hidden. There should at least be an indication of where they are, even if you can't see the coin. Alright, here we go. So this is the tier list. This is the Geometry Dash coins tier list. Anyone else love Geometry Dash? Because I do. So I've put them all here in order. That's a good question. This does not have Sub-Zero or Meltdown or any other coins. This is just the main levels. So first up, we have Stereo Madness. Now the interesting thing, remember, about the first few levels, up until I think Electro Man Adventures, is that all of these coins were added after the initial release of the level. Not really necessarily something I'm keeping in mind when ranking them, but it is interesting. Okay, so here's the first coin. The thing is that you can do it multiple ways. You can fall and then hold. Yeah, you do bonk your head. If you buffer that, you bonk your head. So clearly the easier way is to do that. So I would like it if you had to do a timing there. If there was a spike here that you had to jump over, but that you could jump under. I think that would be better. It's maybe a good introductory coin. I think it serves its purpose as the first coin that you would theoretically come across. So here we go, the next one's here. I quite like that one, actually. That one's pretty decent because you expect to fall, but it's just you can make it up top. It's not really harder than the regular route. It's something that you won't accidentally get it on your first try, probably. So that's something. And then of course we have this, which it's not even that obvious. You have to really be like paying attention. It actually kind of gets covered a little bit by the progress bar as well. I do like that it's a challenge. It's more difficult than the standard path, so it definitely fits like a coin in that regard. This one, it's fine as an introduction. It sort of teaches you about like how the coins work, I guess, but it's not really a challenge to get in any way, and it's very obvious how it is. So I'm gonna put it in C for now. Maybe we'll knock things up or down as we go, but this one's a bit better. I think I'm going to put that B. It's definitely better than that. I might have to move it down later. I might end up doing that. Or I could just put it above that in C. Maybe I'll do that. And probably B for that. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. I think I'm happy with that. Back on Track. Back on Track has some okay coins. Back on Track does have the coins of all time. It really has 3 of the coins of all time. Okay, where is it? That's not bad. That's not a bad one, you know. I like that you can see it, but you can't see the gravity portal. You can of course see that, so it's kind of obvious what you have to do, but it's there. Okay, this coin. That kind of sucks. Kind of not a good coin. I know you won't. You probably won't get it on your first time, but immediately you can see, okay, these blocks are different. So, and it's not more difficult than the other path, really. Yeah, not a big fan of the second coin in Back on Track. It's too simple, in my opinion, for a coin. All right. Okay, yeah, and then we got this one. That's, again, it's kind of similar to the first one in this level, where it's like normally you'd be jumping over it, but you can see, oh wait, actually I could have fallen down this path. So it's not great. It's about the same difficulty as the normal. Yeah, Back on Track kind of sucks in terms of coins, huh? First one is probably my favorite, but it's still not great. I would put it in between these 2 Stereo Madness coins, I think. This one is going down because nah. I know it's a early level, but it's very simple, so I want to go D on that one. And then next one, probably again in between. A bit harder than the Stereo Madness coin because you do have to do an extra jump, but it's nothing special. But Back on Track has bad coins. What can I say? That's what we learned. That's what we learned here today. All right, well, moving on. So the ship, very easy to get, but it is one that on your first playthrough, you're going to be staying in the middle probably. But once you see it, it's easy to be like, oh, and then just get it. Very easy. All right, next one. Literally the same thing as Back on Track. It's literally the same thing as the last Back on Track coin. Big copy-paste coin, basically. It's exactly the same. It's the same background color and everything. It feels like it's the same coin. But now this one. This coin is notorious. I think the difficulty is actually good. I think that is really interesting. It's still very annoying. But to be able to time that, you actually have to have some skill there. The bad part about this coin is that then you get thrown up here and you immediately have to jump when you land. You can just hold down here and then tap again. It's not the end of the world, but it is a bit annoying. All right, first coin is probably low C. If anything, it's kind of lower, but I think it's all right. I don't mind it. This is just a copy paste, which inclines me to put it here. There's nothing special about this coin. And then the last one, it's okay, so I would probably put it in B. I think all of the better coins will come with later levels. All right, dry out. Okay, you can completely miss that coin and never even know it, which makes it for a bad coin in my opinion. You just have to fall there and then hold. But if you don't fall there, you can keep going and you would never see it. The only little hint you get is that you can maybe see the tiny fading out pad. And it's not even difficult because you just hold. There's no indication of where it is. Everything a coin shouldn't be, to be honest. I kind of forget which one is the next one in dry out. I think it's in this part. Yeah, okay. This one is similar to the Stereo Madness coin, I feel like. But it's actually a little bit different because if you just hold down, you will die. And it's less obvious that you can jump up there immediately, but the coin does indicate that. So that's actually a good coin. I actually think that's pretty good. And then the last one is around here. If anything, I would actually say this reminds me of the Polargeist coin, but it's actually better than the Polargeist ship, because this has challenge. Polargeist, you can just scrape your head along the top of the level and then just fly down when you need to. But here you actually have to somewhat straight fly. All right, but dry out coin number 1, I think is going to be our first F. What is there to like? Coin number 2, dry out. It's basically a better version of this, which means high C, low B. What are we thinking? I'm tempted to put this one in A. They're all F tier. I'll put this in a B. Dry out has currently the best coin that we've ranked and the worst coin that we've ranked. So that's interesting. Base after base. Let's do this one. Oh, I remember the first one. Also, cursed missing spike. I hate it. Literally unplayable. Okay, it's actually easier to get the coin. I can just take my hands away and I get the coin. Not good coin. At least it's visible. Better than the dry out one. There's one here as well. Where is it? I literally don't even remember. This coin is not memorable. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's it. That's actually a cool one. Problem is, if you don't get it, once again, you'll never see it. Apart from you get that. Like, you can see that in your peripheral vision. I like the method of getting it. I just wish there was some indication that it was there. Maybe the coin is, like, above you, but it's just, like, out of reach. That's what I would do to change it. And then, yeah, I remember this song. You just hold. You just hold. It's not very good. Okay, first coin, bad. Not that bad, but bad. Second coin is kind of cool. I'm thinking high B, maybe? If not A. This one sucks. Actually, which one's better? Probably that one. Probably that's at least better. First one's better? Alright, fine. We'll do it that way around. Alright, can't let go. What have we got for can't let go? Isn't there one like down here? Yeah. Again, you can't even see anything. You can't see anything. If you don't know to fall there, there's literally nothing. There's literally nothing. There's not even a portal that, you know, animates itself off of the screen. You just have to know that you're supposed to fall there. Alright, I think I know where that one's going. It's just up there. Worst version of dry out ship coin. Oh, look at me. I can, like, fly out this area. But it's less dangerous because you can land on top of the block. Like, there's a bit of risk involved in that, but it's not really that bad. It's a jump here, right? Okay. But if you don't do that, Well, you can see that. That's at least some indication. So I have to give it a credit for having that pad and then you being like, oh, there must be something there. But there's no way to know that's where you have to jump, really. They do kind of suck. All right, first coin. F. It's just bad. It's just really bad. Second coin is just infinitely worse version of the dry out one. So low B. Maybe another low B. Do I like it more or less than this? Sure, probably a little bit more. This one really drags it down. Really is not good. All right, we'll do jumper. Right, it's here. You have to just pop right in there. it's quite good. It's like immediately clear what you have to do. You go past it and you're like, oh, I have to go through this missing block. But actually doing it is very tough, especially for new players. Quite a good one. Not a bad coin. Not a bad coin. Right, next one is like immediately after. We have that. It's okay. I kind of like it. Now, is it harder than the normal route? Not particularly. It's kind of the same. Probably a C tier coin if I've ever seen it, but we'll have to compare with the others. It's just, yeah, that's so easy to get. You can just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to stay as low as possible. And there it is. Okay, cool. It's like the Polar Guys coin, isn't it? But not much more difficult. Alright. So first coin, what do you guys think? I was going to say S, but I don't know if I want to put it in S. It's so simple. It can't be worth an S. Probably an A. Second one, I think for sure is a C. We're going to put it... We'll put it above all the other C's, though. The last coin in Jumper, I think it's better than this one, so I might actually move that down. And then put that in C. And this will go with an A. We'll go with a high A for now. I think that's okay. So Time Machine, actually some good coins. It has like 2 good coins and 1 bad coin, if I'm remembering correctly. That's a pretty good coin. That is a pretty standard good coin. Because you have to time a jump. Oh, I mistimed it. I died to the spike. Whoops. Oh, I mistimed it. I clicked too late and I ended up just buffering for the next jump. You click correctly, you get the coin. It's as simple as that. It's immediately obvious how you get it, you know? It's quite a good coin. It's quite a good one. It's just that extra challenge. And then another one. Kinda like the jumper coin. A bit easier because you're not upside down. You are backwards, but yeah. Again, it's a decent coin. It's a decent coin. Oh, it's there. Okay, so you can see a pink orb up top. Very briefly, you can see that. It's a bit obscure, but you can tell it's there. And then you go into a timing, and you just have to make sure you're clear of those 2 spikes above you. Overall, it's a decent level for coins. You know, first coin is up there with the others. That's good as well. I'll put it there. This one is like fine, but where is it in comparison to the other ones? Probably there. And I actually might put the Stereo Madness one higher because I like the Stereo Madness one. Cool. We got cycles. So yeah, it's just a... Wait up there and then time. The timing is good. The timing is good there. Too early, you're dead. Too late, you're dead. It's clear how you get it, but you have to take that risk. I quite like it. I quite like that one. Now here we go. Classic cycles part. You gotta do that. Alright, actually quite difficult to do when your first time playing because you're gonna be trying to stick in the middle. And it can be easy to just go like, oh, and die. Trying to get it, you end up smashing into the wall. You have to have some good maneuvering skills there. A pretty solid coin. And then the last one is here. Oh, now that is that is an amazing coin. That is a banger of a coin. It's visible. You can see it, but it's out of reach. You have to have that good timing, but the timing is actually a little bit difficult there because if you do it too early, you just hit that and you die. If you do it too late, you'll hit them again and you'll die. First coin is solid. I think it's worth a B, probably right at the top. This one's also really good. I would put it like here in B, but the last coin in cycles, I think it's our first S. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. I think it deserves it. All right, well, we'll do X step. That's a good one. That's like Cycles one, but if anything, it's kind of better because it's harder. Because you have to have that precision. I love how it's just out of reach. You can easily mess it up. It's a good start. It's a good start for the level. This one. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's just about going through there, and then you can kind of hold. But it is more difficult than the normal route, and it's very clearly there, so it's an alright coin. Oh, I forgot it. I forgot that the last one was here. I like the jump. You gotta miss the pad with a late jump. That is good. What's not good is out of sight gravity orb. You don't know it's coming unless you've practiced the coin. The blue orb is the thing that brings this down for me. But it's actually quite a good coin. First coin, very solid. Probably an A coin. Second one is B. It's definitely a B, but it's not like a very high B, so it's like... There. Where am I putting this? I like this, but I also don't like it. I'll be generous. I'll put it in A, because you would theoretically practice it anyway. Clutterfunk. Right, it's here. That's actually quite tight. It's actually difficult. It's another standard, just like, oh, alternate path in the ship section. I actually think it's quite good. Kind of like the jumper one in a way, where you just have to like fit through a gap. It's okay. It's nothing special. Right, and then this one is somewhere over here. But again, it's not obvious. You can't see it. And it doesn't even work. What? You have to time the orb, so you can't see it. The timing is a bit annoying. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. First coin. Very good. First coin is going... It's actually better than the dry out one, because it's actually harder than the dry out one. I think probably the best way to sort that. Second coin is like kind of mid, so probably a B, but I'm going to put it like there. No, above X step. And then the last coin sucks. Last coin is an F. It has exactly the same problems as these 2 coins. You just can't see it. I think that's really the only fair way to do it. Theory of everything. Ah, so first one is here, isn't it? Actually kind of difficult to get. Yeah, because if you go too high, you hit your head. The problem I have with this one is I think it's a bit inconsistent. Well, not really. You just have to time it, so it's 1 on 2, 1. Okay, it's kind of a good coin. It's definitely tricky. Now this coin. Oh! Oh! I like this one. Look at that. You gotta slip right under there, and it's actually very difficult. Plain as day, how you get it, very, very clear. So that's actually a really good coin. That's a really good one. And then the last one, actually the last one might not be so good. Is it visible? Kind of. I guess I do like the fact that there's this here. There's like a missing saw blade. So it kind of indicates that something might be of interest in that area. So it's kind of okay. Alright, first one's pretty good. I'm tempted to put it... Hold on, I'm moving... Okay, first of all, I'm moving Time Machine 1 down there. Time Machine 1 is not as interesting as these two. These two are more interesting. This one is going above them, probably. In between them. Let's go in between them. Let's put that there. And we'll put the second coin right up in A. Right up top. It's pretty good. I don't know if I want to put it in S. The last one is... Alright, it's probably like a... Probably like a B. We might put it below the Stereo Madness one. Alright, that's fine. Electroman Adventures. Right, so... There's the first one. It's not obvious that you can do that. But what I do like is that earlier on here, you're introduced to these blocks. The fact that you can just break them. Like, that's just something that's established earlier on in the level, is that these blocks are breakable blocks. So then when you get to here... and there are breakable blocks, you can be like, wait, can I just jump up to there? Which makes it quite cool. I really like how unique that coin is actually, with using the breakable blocks. And you can kind of see a little bit up top. You can see that there's an orb up there. It's quite a good one. Then we have another... It's just a not as good version of the Theory of Everything 2 coin. Not much to say about it, really. Here it is. Thing is with that, it's no different. Like, it's not harder than the other one. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. What about this one? Up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no difference. There's no additional challenge. If the spikes were spaced closer together, I think that would be a good coin. But there's nothing in particular that's harder about it. Alright, first one. I really like the gimmick of it. I think it's cool. I'm gonna put it there, just below Everything coin number 2. The second one is like fine. It's probably a B again. We'll put it there. And then last coin, there's no additional challenge. So I don't feel like I can put it higher than a D. There's nothing much to it. Ooh, Club Stair first, Demon level, with some interesting coins, I think. First coin, easier than the normal route. Does anyone play Club Step and not get the coin? It's not even a timing, is it? It's just easy to get. An alternate path that is not harder than the original. Alright, it's okay. It's still kind of tough, but again, it's kind of the same as the the one there. You do have to, like, make sure you go up there quickly, so it's got that for going for it. If you look closely, there's this one, then there's a tile gap, then there's the next one. But on these ones, there's actually a 2-block gap. There's that, then there's a block here, and then there's another one here, and then there's another one. So the top one is actually harder. I'm glad that that's the case. Okay, and then this one, you go down. That's quite a good one. It's tough. You can tell how you're supposed to get it. Okay, last one's quite good. Club step number 1. We're putting it in D. Number 2. I want to say B, but I feel like I've put so many in B. But it's quite a decent one. So let's put it at the top of B. Sure. And we'll put the other one in A. We'll put the third one in A, probably like there. Probably there. Just above the dry out one. All right. Electrodynamics. It is actually a challenge. Yeah, it's much easier to just not get it. That's quite good then. That's pretty solid. I really like the first one. And then that one, again, it's clear. It's not much of a difficulty though. It's just kind of there. I don't know. Not the best coin. And then the last one's somewhere off this point. Oh yeah, there it is. You know, is it more difficult than the normal route? Not particularly. Or it's just like a standard fall to a lower area and then jump and get it. It's not bad. It's not great. First one's definitely the best. First one is like high A. Maybe the highest of the high A's. Yeah. This one's like C. They're not that interesting. Hexagon Force, one of my favorite levels. It's a pretty easy one. It's very clear. It's just kind of there. You can't really mess it up because if you click immediately, you don't even have a chance of hitting that saw blade. So it's not great. Yeah, but it's not that difficult because you can just hold and scrape your head along the top. It's definitely worse than the Theory of Everything one. And I love the fact that this level slows down towards the end, and then you've got this coin here, which again, it's not difficult, but it's I don't know. Hexagon Force doesn't have that good coins, does it? Which is a shame because in terms of like the rest of the level, it's an S tier level, but the coins are definitely not. First one is like probably a B, but a low B, then that's a C because it's just not difficult. And then the last one is C. I can't put it above a C. It's basically the same as the back on track one. All right, moving on. Another banger level though. Blast processing or processing. I wouldn't normally say processing. I've watched too much YouTube videos of people pronouncing it processing, but I just said it like that. Alright, here's the first one. Pretty standard. You gotta go through the blocks. But as a dual wave, it's quite cool. Definitely a bit of a challenge. Ooh. Now this one. That's good. That's a good challenge. Easy to mess it up like that. Yeah, it's not bad. That one is not bad. And then another one down there. It's the same as Hexagon Force. It's the same thing. Alright. First one is quite good. It's solid. B, right? Slap bang in the middle, pretty much. The next one's really good. Somewhere top of A. Maybe like there. And then the last one, where'd I put the Hexagon Force one? There. So I'm putting it above the Hexagon Force one. It feels a bit harder. I think you have a slightly less room maybe. But I think you have to sort of like swoop down more with the ship. Theory of Everything 2. What are the coins like in this one? They're alright. Right. It's cool having the invisible objects. You can still die to it if you like mess up the timing. Alright, well it's not actually that difficult, so. But it's interesting, it's a unique coin. Alright, yeah, second one is in a wave. And it's notoriously actually quite difficult to hit that. Yeah, it's a 1-block gap. There's only one slope object missing from each side, so you have to be a bit precise with it. And then that one, you just hit that, and I always go for that coin if I'm being this level. It's actually quite easier. You can accidentally die like that, so you have to wait a little bit. It's alright. The first one, it's fine. I guess I would put it in B. I guess I would do that. So let's put it like somewhere low down, maybe like there. This one's quite good. This is like an A. We'll put it there. And then the last one, again, I'm feeling B. Probably above the other one though, so let's go like there. Ooh, Geometrical Dominator. Fun level. I love this level, man. Oh, are you ready? Are you guys ready for this? Oh, how do I get that coin? That's so weird. There's like a gap in that and a question mark. How do you get it? How do you get it? Oh. Oh. I love that coin. I think that's a very clever coin. You do actually have to think about like how are you supposed to get it? You really actually have to think about it because it's not particularly obvious, I feel like. Not obvious as to how to get it, but you can still see the coin, so it makes you have to think about it. So I really like it. It's just clever. Now this one's good. I like that because normally you'd probably jump over, you'd either just jump straight over it or land on it and fall. But it's like you gotta time your jumps to the robot a bit. I quite like that one actually. The last one's the weakest, I think. Yeah, watch me first try the rainbow part. Bang. Oh, the rainbow part's so hard. Oh my god. No, it's not. Everyone hates on the rainbow part of Geometrical Dominator, and it's not worth it. So you just gotta go down. I like the moving blocks here. I think it adds a bit of challenge with it, where it's like, oh, you can't just land. It's kind of similar to the final coin in Blast Processing. It's kind of the same as that, but it's got moving objects, which I think adds to it. First coin, amazing coin. I'm putting in an S. I'm putting in an S. It's a really good coin. I like it a lot. Second coin is good. Second coin is good and clever and interesting, and it uses robot maneuvering. A. Last one, it's not great. It's like bottom of B tier. I might put it above the Hexagon Force one. All right, we only got 2 levels left. Deadlocked. You have to get a key, which is a bit of precision there in the ship. And, well, it's quite later on in the level, but then you do that. It's not difficult, so I'm actually going to go back and not get the key. I do like that there is a keyhole, and it's the same color, so it's very clear what the key does if you don't get it. Second coin in Deadlocked is, like, here, and you got to do some, like, robot timing. So it's okay. I like the timings there, the invisible block there as well. You have to do a few timings. Probably better than the first coin. Definitely adds a bit of a difficulty. And it's up there. Yeah, the third coin, probably the strongest. So you get to this part and, well, you go down. There's no way to get it. Unless you go above that from the beginning, there's no way to get it. Again, you can see it up there, so you have to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to be sneaky about it. Good coin. I do have to say the first one's probably the weakest, but it's better than all the ones I put in C, so I would put it in a B. Maybe like there, sort of in the middle. It's fine. This one's good. Probably again for the maneuvering. Probably like no, actually, yeah. Let's put it there. Let's put it there in A, and then that one's like a high A. So. Sure. I actually might swap these as well. I haven't put many in S. I'm maybe being a bit stingy with the S tier. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll do one more. We got one more, and then we can see if we want to rearrange anything. All right, finger dash. So the first one's pretty good because it's like a very clear challenge. Do you want to risk it? Do you want to risk doing 2 fast clicks like that? Pretty good coin. Sort of shows off how the spider works even better. Okay, and then we got that one, which is just fly through there. It is a bit tricky, because normally, yeah, you would just go underneath and it's much easier. And then we got the coins. Collect all the coins. You gotta be a bit precise with that, and then you can get the coin, which I like. It's cool. But you miss one of them. Oh, they all go away. That's cool, that they just go away immediately. And then the fact that you see the coin, but the coin moves out the way. I know how that works. I have to get all 10 of the little coins. So that's cool. That's a really good one. I'll start with the middle one, actually. It's the weakest, so it's probably like a B, but we'll put it above the Theory of Everything 2 coin. This one's really good. I want to put something else in S. I think the first one deserves an A. Probably a high A. This one could be an S. Now, what do I prefer? One of these ones? Or this? Probably this. We could put it in S. I think it's pretty good. Let me think about it. Let me think about that for a second. I need to ponder. I need to ponder my decision. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's a really cool use of the count trigger. It's very unique. Yeah, it's gimmicky, but in a good way. Like, it's not the most difficult thing, but you just have to maneuver yourself a bit better. You just have to make sure that you position your wave correctly to be able to hit the mini coins. So it's cool. I think it's good. I think it's really good. That is the ranking, probably the final ranking. So up top, Cycles coin number 3, Geometrical Dominator number 1, and Finger Dash coin 3. Bunch of good ones in A. B is sort of like It's quite mid. C is like, they're fine. They're not good, they're not bad. D is like, it's not good. Definitely could be a lot better coin. And then F is just, they're terrible. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Feel free to angrily tell me why I'm wrong. Or, you know, maybe you agree. Let me know if you guys agree. Cool. I had a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming out. I hope to see you all again very soon.